I love Willett.
Good evening, good morning, good midday, whatever fucking time it is that you're listening to this podcast. Welcome back. We got a good week coming up. Mr. Willett, he's back in the seat. He's back in the hot seat, the saddle, as some would call it. He's got good Wi-Fi. He's out here. He's making plays. He's making money moves. This ain't going to be a short episode, folks. We aren't going to cut you short. You're back for premium content. I'm going to give you premium content. This is basically like when you subscribe to your favorite strippers OnlyFans, okay? We're going to give you everything that you were looking for.
Yeah, we obviously know last week was a dedication pod, right? We went over that extensively. Tough conditions that we had to fight through, but we did, and we delivered. The podcast was uploaded. I believe that was either 12 or 13 weeks in a row, by the way. So not bad for us so far.
I think that was episode 19, if I remember correct. I can't remember.
I have no idea.
I think it was episode 19, and I think this one will be 20.
No idea.
So somewhere in that. So I mean, we're hooking, we're cooking, and we're fucking bumping and humping, baby.
Yep.
So,
gripping and ripping.
Yeah. For those of you who don't know, I'm Zachary Willett. That's Austin Roth. This is the Not Supposed to Be Here podcast. We're not supposed to be here, neither are you, but here we are. We're going to make the fucking best of it, all right? As some would say, the best part about Austin dripped down his mother's back, but, you know, we can move past that.
It only takes one sperm cell. It literally only takes one sperm cell. That's all it needed is just one. I actually have no idea the biology there. I think I'm right.
If you need to have any motivation about accomplishments in your life, you were the fastest swimming sperm at one point in time.
Well, that's why I went to that golf tournament with my dad up north, and everybody had shirts, you know, that said bad golf on the back, and then it had like their names on the front. So all different things. My dad was asshole. I was first place because I won the race with all the other sperms to get born. So yeah.
Yeah, think about it. The next Michael Phelps could have been next to him, but he just wasn't fast. He didn't have enough training.
No, I'm quick. I'm in the car the other day. I'd love to give your input on this as a past but still present offensive lineman. Once no lineman, always no lineman. I'm in the car the other day. I look at Brooke. I said, you know, I'm really in the mood to fight somebody. I just feel like fighting somebody. She's like, I don't know if that's a very good idea. I said, why do you say that? She said, you haven't been in a fight in a long time, and you're not very fast. I said, first of all, let's just stop right there, because I'm not fast. I'm quick. There's a big difference between being fast and being quick. I'm quick. Offensive lineman, quick feet like a hippo. You know, you wouldn't consider hippo fast, but they're quick. Quick feet, quick hands, reset. It upset me. How would you take that if your wife said that to you?
Knock that bitch out.
Well, that's domestic violence, Zachary.
Oh yeah, I forgot we were born in the wrong 20s. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'd probably respond very similar. You know, I'd be like, "Do you want to go outside and see the hippo move?" And then I'd hit her with a couple back kicks, couple power steps. You know?
I love that. Well, how is it being back home? You've been back home for about 6 hours now, give or take, maybe a little bit more.
So far, what I've done with my life is got home and went immediately back to being a husband, a father, and an adult. I went to the grocery store because my wife did not go grocery shopping at all while I was gone. So we would drop a fuck ton of money on groceries because for some reason Trump still hasn't fucking fixed that. You know, we started at Costco, then we went to Aldi, and then we left Aldi to Meijer. So, you know, it's just, you know, you go 200, 100, you know, it's just, you know, we had to do the complete restock this week. Yeah, other than that, we went to Texas Roadhouse, got takeout because I didn't feel like cooking at 8:30 at night after I've been gone for 2 weeks.
I love a good Texas Roadhouse.
So here we are. You know, Texas Roadhouse, like that's just an American staple at this point in time. We spent $35 on 2 steak dinners. I mean, you can't go anywhere else and get a fucking 2 fish dinners for $35. So I
don't disagree with that statement at all. Give me 1 second.
So, yeah.
Give me 1 second.
Okay. The 1 second is being given.
Anyways,
an issue that I'd like to address in the world is that there's very few things that go from their original thing, like the thing they've been since like 1925, and then they change it to like plastic or something else, and I'm like, man, that should really happen. Like that was a smart decision for that company to do that smart decision. But I just want to know why ice cream companies can't take that fucking stupid wood stick out of the goddamn ice creams and just put like a plastic thing in it. The wood ruins your product because all
I
the
have
ice
no
cream and
idea
shit,
what you're talking about right now.
at the bottom of a popsicle or an ice cream stick, there's always a wooden like at the
Like a
bottom of a
popsicle stick?
yeah, but the
Okay.
stick
Well, you
is
said
wood.
ice cream.
Yeah, okay. It's because I ate a keto ice cream
Ice
when I got
cream
home
bar.
from
Fair enough. Fair
yeah,
enough. Fair
yeah.
enough.
And so then it ruins the like the first beginning of your product very good. And then you get down towards the stick and you start getting the wood flavor. It's like, hey, can we do away with the wood flavor? We have the technology. It's not 1920. It's fucking 2025. Like fuck.
It is odd because you got to think it's probably easier, cheaper to make plastic ones than it would be to make wood
I
ones.
mean, balsa wood's cheap as fuck too, but it's just like you could make your you can make your product better. You know,
Yeah, I don't disagree necessarily. Sometimes it doesn't bother me. Other times it gives me the willies, gives me the chills. You like get that bite, and you're like right now talking about it, I'm getting the goosebumps right now. You just get that little, and you're like, yeah, I wasn't expecting that. I just gave myself extremely bad chills right there just talking about it. I did. So obviously I agree. Whether I do or not, my body agrees with you, and that's what
yeah. I don't.
matters.
It's crazy. It's just like it's not good.
I don't
It's not.
disagree.
Ooh,
I don't
I
disagree.
got
A
the chills
lot.
right there too.
Just literally talking about it. I had really two things that I've seen as you've been gone, that have bothered me, enough to where I wanted to bring it up and have the dialogue with you.
Okay.
First and foremost, um, we had driving through a neighborhood the other day, and it's not a trend, but it's something that I notice is slowly but surely getting more normalized, and I think that we should have a dialogue about it, and that is people who walk their dogs. I can't even say that. People who walk with their dogs, but their dogs are in a stroller. It's something that aggravates me to my core. I don't grasp what we're doing right now. So, like, we want to walk, we want to be healthy, right? So, we go for a walk, but I want to take the dog with me. Now, the dog has four legs, two more than a human, and is capable of walking, but we put the dog in a stroller. I'm confused.
I think it's a protection thing. I think they're like trying to protect the dog. Like they're trying to. I don't know. I've never understood it myself either because it's like maybe they're walking a distance that the dog isn't capable of walking because it's
Yeah,
it's
maybe it's
never
a
like
small dog,
you know
perhaps, that's doing it. But when I was like seeing
because
the neighborhood the other day, there was like 13 of them. Small, big, old, young. I'm like, I don't grasp what's happening. It's like a little
yeah,
club. It's like you got to be in the
yeah.
club, and I uh
I don't know.
I don't
I
like
don't like.
it.
I don't really care for many little dogs. I mean, there's like the one or
I
two that
agree
I
with
like.
that.
Little dogs are just they're just fucking shits. Every one of them is just shit. You get like the few couple that are like a really good small dog, and you're like, fuck man, this thing's cool. Wiener dogs usually pretty cool. They can get aggressive though. They can get aggressive. Well, AT3 he used to have the wiener dogs, and they could get a little aggressive.
I love a good wiener dog. I always wanted when I wanted to name it macaroni.
I want to name mine like something like real masculine. Like, hey, here
Hank,
comes Steve.
George, get
Then
him
he
a
comes.
little white hat.
I
Oop,
want to put him in a
yellow
hot
hat,
dog
yellow
costume.
hat.
I want to put him in a hot dog costume for Halloween.
I support it. Second thing that I saw that really bothered me. This was last night,
Mm-hmm.
and I gotta preface this because we got a lot of people that ride motorcycles that listen to this. I don't have. Did you just fart?
No, I did not. I swear on my life, I did not fart.
We're gonna have Fartgate on our hands. I heard a noise.
I
See,
think
with these
maybe you shit
headphones,
your own pants.
I pick up everything very, very well. I heard it. I
I do
heard
it.
it too.
I do have to fart right now, so I'm probably gonna let that rip now. But
Anyways, it's absolutely it's
ooh,
no disrespect to those that ride motorcycles. I love them. I think they're great. I think it's awesome. Good for you. Rock and roll. I have a real big problem. Two. It's kind of two for one here. The first one, not as severely aggravates me, but I notice it all the time. When somebody's riding by themselves, okay, and they ride close to the yellow line in the middle, explain to me in the comments, maybe somebody that rides can explain this to make it make sense. And it's crotch rockets, it's Harleys, it's everything. They drive so fucking close, if not on top of that yellow line, to where their fucking foot in the foot peg is literally over the yellow line. And they just drive like that as we're going past them. Aggravates me. I get the whole, like, you want to ride in the middle, you want to ride, like, pick a side. I grasp that. But you can pick a side and not be
Well,
on the fucking yellow line.
I think that there's more debris to the right side, and that has something to do with it.
Okay, so ride on the left side of the lane, not on the fucking yellow. Second one, that's a minor one. The second one that really aggravates me, and I see it mainly in younger generations that are out riding bikes. Whenever there's two of them, okay, like you follow like a motorcycle club or something like that, or even just like some older guys on a bike, like they ride and they're like this, right, or they're like this, you know, kind of
Uh-huh.
like kind of stagnant, and then when they get to the stop line, they kind of come together, right, and then one goes, other goes, whatever. When we're driving down a road, you know, that's 30 miles long with no stop signs, no lights, nothing. It's just a straight stretch. M15 is what I'm referring to. Just a very large straight, you know, stretch. And we're going from 40 miles an hour to 95 miles an hour to 30 miles an hour to 60 miles an hour. And we're just doing this. And we just keep doing this back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And we're twerking and we're dancing and we're throwing our arms out and throwing our legs out and stuff. It's extremely fucking aggravating. Like, I'm just trying to drive, and I try to give them a lot of space, 2, 3, 4 cars, just in case something happens. Um, and they're like getting pissed off at me because they're going 90 and I'm going 50, and then they just slow way the fuck down to 30. And like the guy flips around and he's like, "What the fuck?" yelling at me. And I'm like, I'm trying not to lose my shit on you. But if you just like went the speed limit, you know, or stayed within a 5 mile range of it, it wouldn't be a big deal. And if you guys stopped doing this stupid shit and just drove your fucking bike or rode on your bike in a goddamn line, we wouldn't have this problem. So I got a real fucking issue with them. Real problem.
You know, obviously, I grew up with a family of people who ride motorcycles, and like, obviously, we have a lot of friends who do. Every time I've ever considered even buying one, something horrible happens to somebody I know on a motorcycle. So it's just like I've just given up. I'm like, I'll never own one, and it's just like I've came to the conclusion that 60 to 70% of the time, it is not somebody else's fault that you got in an accident on a motorcycle.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It goes back to like these people being fucking stupid.
Yeah, yeah,
One of you is gonna fly because like the guy's zigzagging and shit. And I'm not talking about when you're cruising by yourself and there's nobody around and you're just kind of weaving like this, relaxing. I'm talking about a busy ass 5:30 p.m. on M15. Okay,
yeah.
slammed,
No,
and we're on crotch rockets and we're just bouncing and we're throwing our arms up and our legs up and we're dancing and we're doing this. You're gonna die, and then you're gonna blame everyone else. You can see other posts like, "That's why you gotta look both
yeah,
ways." I'm fucking looking 12 different ways, and this guy's being
yeah.
a dumbass. I mean, at least they
No,
had
I mean,
helmets, but
I've been what I don't know why, but like on my Facebook Reels and my TikTok or whatever lately, I've been getting a lot of like motorcycle crash videos, and like most of the time it's their fault. Like they're in a crowded area, and it's one of those situations. Everybody speeds up, and then everybody slams on the brakes. Everybody speeds up, they all slam on the brakes. Well, okay, so now this guy's gonna lane cut or something like that.
lane split. Yeah.
But yeah, lane split, and he's gonna do something dumb, and then he just whacks the back of the car, and he's like, "See, it was that guy's fault because he slammed on his brakes or something like that." And it's just like, no, that's the motorcycle. And I'm starting to see a lot of the comments like are starting to go against the riders. But
Well,
at
it's
this
because
point,
it's plain day. Like in today's world, when everybody has a dash cam, right, and it's all pretty much on film most of the time, it's not hard to tell. And I'm literally sitting there like, excuse me, trying to like give them again as much space as I can. But it's like I'm telling you, I'm not exaggerating when I say like we're going 35, and then they fucking gun it, and they're going 100 something, and then they're right back to 40, and then this. But there's nobody in front of them. This isn't like
yeah,
we're stuck in traffic. Like the line is behind them, and they're causing the fucking backup from doing this shit. And then they get to a stop sign, and like the guy's like jumping off the bike, back on the bike. Like it wasn't anything. They're just being stupid. Like they're just young,
yeah,
stupid, and trying to have fun. And I'm sure it was a blast. But like I don't know, time and a place. Time and a place. You
yeah.
know,
I don't know.
that's all
Yeah,
I'm saying.
I don't. I get it. I get it. I get it. It does suck because I know so many people who are just they're just out to
Yeah,
enjoy the road, but there's
yeah,
just so many people that ruin it for you guys. Like
I
the,
agree.
the
I
like
agree.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, no, it's extremely frustrating because I agree with you too. There's so many times when you're like, you start getting back into it, you start thinking about buying when you start doing it, and then like 2 days later, I'll be on the highway when I'm like looking at them
I mean,
online, and
I'll
I'll
never.
see somebody just get flatlined by a semi, and I'm like,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah. No, like I had an
okay,
appointment at Racy's. Like I had the pre-approval. Like you're buying this Harley on fucking Tuesday, and then I'm like, yeah. And then somebody gets hit by a car, or somebody fucking hits a deer, or something happens. Somebody who I know gets in a
hmm
massive accident on a bike.
yeah. And then there's like you said, I mean, I agree that there's definitely I feel like a higher percentage that's starting to become more of the biker's fault, but there's always still like. For
Mhm.
myself, I'm much more concerned about other people on the road than I am
Oh yeah.
myself.
I mean,
And you can get that same accident in a car, but my car
yeah,
weighs 12,000 pounds.
yeah. I mean,
You
I
know,
I almost get hit once. I probably on average end up like near an accident 3 times a week in the
yeah,
areas that I work. Like, I mean,
yep,
yeah. I mean, it's just, yeah. I mean, I would never, ever ride a motorcycle in Troy, Michigan because, like, I'm scared to drive my car there because people just don't pay attention. So it's
yeah.
just like, it's just not worth it for me. But
I don't
that-
disagree.
that's why I keep putting my grass clippings in the road, I'm trying to help people out.
You're a sick fuck. You're a sick fuck.
Uh, but,
It's fucked up. He's joking.
yeah, I'm joking. Um,
Sick fuck.
there's something else I wanted to mention. I honestly don't remember what it was. There's the ice cream thing had really been bothering me just because I ate an ice cream stick today. I got home, my wife had the old keto ones in the freezer, and I was like, oh, I'll smack one of those right now. It was pretty good.
Keto ice cream. What is keto ice cream?
I don't know.
Non-dairy? I mean, what
No, it
the
was
fuck is
dairy.
keto about being dairy? I don't
Well,
grasp that.
dairy is the keto, so
That's what I'm saying.
most.
So I don't understand why you can't just have an ice cream bar. Why it's got to be keto? It just
It was
costs
low.
50 cents more.
Well, it's low sugar.
Sure.
You
That's
know.
called flavor. It's low on flavor, is what you're trying to tell me.
No, actually, it was pretty good. Like I'm not gonna lie. Like even if I wasn't like trying to do keto or anything, like if I wasn't trying to go low cal, I would still eat it.
They have peanut buster parfait bars at Dairy Queen, and I want to buy a
Those
box of those pretty bad.
those things are so fucking good. Those
I bet
peanut.
they are.
Yeah, I fucked up a couple of those. But
If it's anything like a normal parfait, I'm with it.
the issue is I'm out of my paternity time. I'm out of my paternity. Like you can just be fat for a while. Like I really slimmed it back
Is
in,
there a
but
time limit? Well, you slimmed it back in because you spent the last 3 weeks in the army. I mean, let's
that
not,
has,
you
that
know.
has literally nothing to do with it. I spent every day mission tracking in a fucking office.
You don't
I
think you
was
would have ate worse if you were home?
no, because I was the first 4 weeks before that I had been eating pretty healthy. I lost 10, I lost 10 pounds before I left, and I lost 10 pounds while I was
How
gone.
much do we think that the wife stayed on that, stayed out really strict to that when you weren't there?
She stayed extremely strict to it, other than one day she called me and she's like, I ate French fries today. And that was a whole thing. That was a whole conversation. She was like,
You're
and
sitting in
then
the foxhole and she's eating Chick-fil-A fucking French fries.
thankfully I wasn't in a foxhole fucking drill. Thank God. This
Did
was,
she
this was,
show you the video that I sent her today?
she told me about it. She did not show it to me. But it's funny
She should
because,
have
like,
showed it to you.
there's so many studies against that. So fuck Gordon Ramsay.
You should have.
Gordon,
The video was funny. Like the video, you would have laughed at the video. What was said wasn't funny. It's Gordon Ramsay talking, and it's
Mhm.
like some lady in the Hell's Kitchen thing, and she like burns her hand, and he's Gordon, so he's like, "You're okay. You're okay. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Come on, put it in the cold water. Grab some ice. John Philippe. John Philippe. John Philippe." He starts fucking screaming at him. He goes, "Grab the bloody ice, please." They come and bring the ice over. So the video's funny, but it was just going back to that argument with you guys. I thought it
Yeah.
was funny.
I couldn't believe that because there's so many studies against why you
It's
shouldn't.
a quick Google. You Google and it literally says not to.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
mean,
It's like one of the very first things I feel like I learned in like the culinary world, like when going to like culinary school and like any culinary competition. They're like, don't run it under cold water, don't put it on ice, because what you actually do is you shock the cells, and the cells don't heal properly. Because the moment you burn yourself, your body actually has like a natural reaction to that, and it's like heal, and that's how you get skin cancer.
I remember now. Do you have something that you want to get into? I don't want to dominate the whole episode here, but I have a quick rant that I do need to go on. This
The
is
issue,
important.
the issue is my brain is pretty much like mush. Like you guys don't want to hear about battle tracking
Sure.
or fuck
Could not
UCM
give less a
data.
fuck.
or any of that stuff. I mean, like I will say that that was a very good training to be a part of. It was really cool to see all the different armies there. You know, we had a couple different countries there. We had the Marines there. So I mean, I got to see some really cool shit in the last 2 weeks. I really didn't do much. It was a lot of admin work, a lot of sitting in chairs, a lot of hitting Control P on the computer. Um, yeah, I don't know. There, one thing I did want to get into is college professors. It's like they become dictators. Like
Oh
they're like
yeah.
this classroom is mine, and I'm going to make up every rule and every little nuance of this, and you're going to have to follow it. And it's just like
There are very few things that pissed me off more in college than professors who are on a power trip. It's
yeah,
extremely like one thing is like in high school, right?
mhm,
It's like I have to be there. The government's paying for me to be there, for the most part. So it's like, but I'm required by law to be there and learn, right? And it's like you're in high school, it's whatever. I grasp all that. College, which is 100% optional. There is no
mhm,
law that says you have to go. You chose to follow whatever profession, degree, whatever it is that you wanted to do. You chose to go to a college to do that. Okay. We are paying out of our asses in today's society for college. I mean, out of our asses. And I'm sitting in a classroom and I am in the very back corner of the classroom. See, this is when my dad will get pissed off listening to this, but this is just me being honest. I'm sitting in like the very back. It's some astronomy class, which first of all I got an A in, so let's just relax on the whole. I didn't do very well. This was one of the few classes I did very well in. It's astronomy. I mean, what are we talking about? But it was like once a week. I was in it with Issa actually once a week for like 3.5 hours at like 7 p.m. It was the worst thing ever, literally the worst thing ever. Because like you're done for your day at like 1 there, right? And then you have to go back out at like 7 to fucking 10 o'clock, 10:30. It was horrible. But I'm in the very back corner of the classroom. I already did my shit. I did what I was required of me for the day, but I was there anyways because I was showing up to class. And I'm like sitting on my phone like this. And the fucking professor's like, hey, you need to get off your phone. I'm like, why? And he's like, well, it's a distraction to my class. How the fuck is it a distraction to your class? I'm in a giant auditorium with 300 kids, all on their laptops, 90% of them sitting there on their phone behind the laptop, if we're going to be honest. But they're doing their shit. I'm in the very back corner. Nobody's behind me. Nobody's to the left of me. And Issa's to the right of me. And I'm sitting here like this. Like, dude, we paid to be here. You know what I mean? Like, we're paying you to teach me. I'm not paying you to tell me what I can and can't do. And then you're sitting there and there's like 22, 24, 25-year-old adults who are like, excuse me, Mr. Johnson, can I use the restroom? Get up and go to the fucking bathroom. Like you're a goddamn adult who just paid X amount of thousands of dollars to sit in this class. Go take a shit. And then there's the whole teachers, the professors who are like, you have to be in class X amount of days. If you miss a day, your grade goes down or whatever. Bro, fuck you. If I don't show up, but I ace the test, who the fuck gives a shit? I know the material. That's the whole
yeah,
point, right? Is you
yeah,
teach me something, I know it, I test it to prove that I know it, and then I get the grade, correct? So if you taught me enough to where I know it, or I just know it, and then I take the test and pass it, why the fuck does it matter how often that I'm at that class? Drives me. Now, if you're not at the class at all and you're failing, it's hard to bitch and be like, well, I'm not doing good. But if you're doing really good in the class and you're passing everything and you miss a day, right? And they try to mark you down a grade level because you missed a day of class, like I agree with you completely on
yeah.
that bullshit, dude.
I don't understand like where they're like, okay, you're gonna teach this class, and then you're just like, all right, I am now the dictator of fucking Atropia, and I'm going to fucking tell them every opinion I've ever had in my life, and if they don't believe it, like they need to go fucking kill themselves. They need to
Yep,
fall off a cliff. If they don't post in the discussion board by Wednesday at midnight, I don't care what else they had going on in their life. They committed to this, so it's like,
yep, yeah.
yeah, I don't know. I don't, it's I got
It's the
I got
same with
marked
notes.
I got marked down. We had 2 travel days in the military. It was very, very heavy days on me. I didn't have time. I mean, could I have made 30 minutes to do a discussion board? Yeah, probably. But I didn't really, and then it's like, wow, I don't think I can give you full credit for it because you turned it in late. And it's like, do you understand like what I was doing in my life? They're like, well, you had Monday and Tuesday prior to this travel time. You knew the travel time was coming up. You should have, and I get it. Yeah, I probably should have fucking prior planned for it, but I had a lot of shit going on in my own fucking life at the moment. All right, it's not like I was at home and I was playing video games every day, sucking my fucking ass. And so what if that's what I was doing? I'm paying you fucking $10,000. I'm paying you $20,000. I'm paying you $30,000. Like, teach me the fucking curriculum, shut the fuck up, and move on with your life. Like, I don't know.
I don't disagree. I got the biggest argument I ever gotten in my life. So I was big with history. I mean, you know that. I literally went to major in history, like was my major. Never once in my life have I ever had to try, ever. It's just one of those things where it just kind of made sense and I did it and I passed and it was easy and it just always was easy for me. In my
Yeah.
first semester ever in college, I had history like 20 whatever the fuck it was, 204, 210, I don't remember what it was, but and I'm sitting there in the class, Jesus, excuse me. And she was like super, super strict about your notes and how you took the notes. Okay.
Yeah.
So I would take notes on based on what I needed to remember how I took notes. I would
Yep.
turn in the paper would pass. I would take the test would pass. Like we're talking B plus and up, like good grades, never an issue. But like once every like 2 weeks, we had to turn our notebooks in, and she would
Hmm.
give us a fucking fat percentage of our letter grade based on what notes and how we took the notes. And I would get an F every fucking time. And I'm like, okay, so let me just get this straight. I go to your class every day. I'm early every day. I stay after every day to talk to people. I've passed with a B or better on every test you've given. I haven't gotten anything lower than a C plus on a paper other than one because it didn't meet the word requirement. So I have a B plus in your class. I have an 88%. But because my notes aren't up to your satisfactory, I get marked down like a huge fucking percentage. It was like 30% of your grade was fucking notes. And it's not like I wasn't taking them. I wasn't taking them up to however the fuck that she wanted them to be taken. Outrageous. Outrageous. College professors are ignorant as fuck. It's extremely annoying. And then the whole point of college is like open discussion, like challenge ideas, challenge topics, have conversations with different walks of life, you know what I mean? But there's none of that. It's just these professors shoving shit down your throat based off their own opinion that they think is right because they have a piece of paper on the fucking wall. People confuse a goddamn degree for intelligence, and it's extremely annoying. We both know somebody very well who does that. We won't name names, but you know who I'm talking about. All right. When you have a fucking degree and you just think that you're just the smartest cat in the world with very little life experience, it's aggravating as fuck. You might be older. You might be quite a bit older, but just because you're older and you have a fucking piece of paper that said I graduated from XYZ, the experience isn't there and the intelligence is not there 90% of the time. I rest my case.
I'm gonna be completely honest with you. My toe hurts so bad right now that it's like one of the very few things I can focus on right now. Um, it hurts so bad. I listened to everything you said right there. I comprehended everything, but at the same time, all I'm thinking of, like literally stubbing your toe, is one of the worst things in the world, and it happens so often to me because I've got the fucking size 15 feet that are the fucking size of a goddamn duck fucking paddle, whatever the fuck their feet are called. I don't remember what a duck's foot is called, but I don't
A
know.
duck's foot? I don't know. What would it be called?
A flipper? I don't fucking know.
A flipper. I don't
No.
either. I respect it. There's few things worse than stubbing a toe. It's not like a pain. It's like an annoying pain.
Yeah.
Like it's not
And
as bad as if I fucking hit you in the head with a goddamn tire iron, like the pain wise, but it's such a constant, like throbbing, annoying pain. And you're just like, it could be ripped off my foot. I wouldn't even know it because it hurts
yeah,
so bad right now.
you could
Especially
cut
when
it
it's the
off with
pinky.
you could cut it off with a lawnmower.
I know someone who's done that.
Me too, Robert. Um,
Shout out Robert. Robert. That's a weird way to call him that. He'd get mad.
uh, Papa Robert. Yeah, I don't know. It's just it's like one of the worst pants. Like those are like a paper cut, a stub toe, like when you rip your skin off. Like those are like the worst ones. People are just like what's wrong with you? Like all you did is you ripped a little bit of your skin off your knuckle, and you're like it's just the worst thing. Like like cuts on your hand and shit. Like you go to do something and there's a cut in your hand.
Wait in
Back
there.
back like whenever you're working on a car and you fucking cut your hand and then you like need the dexterity to fucking do something and you don't have it because you got a giant fucking cut on your finger because you had a screwdriver the other day and you went like this and then you rubbed all your fucking knuckles off in the engine bay. Like fuck, man, that shit hurts so bad.
You're giving me the chills right now, man. I got a fucking this sitting here talking about it makes me want to explode. But right in the crease of my middle finger, like in the
Oh,
actual crease, Oh, just talking about it makes me fucking flip a lid, man. It's just, you feel it. I had like a cardboard box.
Oh, I
And I
know
went like
exactly what that's
I
going. You
went
go
like
like
this
that,
to
and
open it, dude, and it
it's
fucking
the
slit right on
thinnest
my
cut.
finger.
It's the thinnest cut in the world
Oh,
too, and you're
dude.
just like, fuck, it hurts.
Well,
It
then it's
hurts.
like you don't
It hurts.
realize how much you touch shit like right there on that finger. Because like for the last 3 days, I'll like go to grab something and I just feel it, and I instantly just want to fucking sucker punch a wall. It
And you're
it
like, all I
makes
was
my
doing was
blood
opening a box.
boil.
All you were doing was open a
I
fucking
was
box.
doing one of these, where you like pop it and then rub it across to get the fucking the tape off, and it
I know.
fucking slit.
I know that pain way too well, and I, I've done. I mean, there are so many scars on my hands from me just like ripping shit off. Like I got one. I got one right here. This is literally from 3 weeks ago. I was starting the weed whacker, and when I did it, there's like a little metal piece. It rolled into my thumb, and then there was fucking blood everywhere. So the next thing you know, I'm in the fucking tool shed. I got a piece of paper towel. I got some electrical tape. I got it on there just to stop the bleeding. And then I got this little annoying thing on the back of my thumb. Now every time I fucking drive and I accidentally touch it, it fucking stings. It's just, it's the worst. It's the
Have you
worst.
had any Have you had any bad experiences with fast food lately?
With fast food? No, I haven't. The only thing I would say is like, well, because while we were out there, there was a couple of times that I went into the town of Grayling and I got food. We got a lot of takeout there though, so it wasn't. There wasn't. I mean, there was a couple mobile orders, but I don't think that. Oh, you know what? Actually, you yeah, I did. I had a really bad experience with Chipotle last night. So I stayed in the Grand Rapids area. I want to compliment. We're going to start this off positive. We're going to turn it into a negative. I I spent one night at a Motel 6 while we were in the Belmont area doing some work, and it was not a great experience. It's not the motel's fault. Like it was just an older motel. The bed was not comfortable. Like it was one of those like, it was definitely there for the value. I think that it literally cost $48 a night to be at that one. So,
That checks out.
but it happened to be like the closest one to the destination I needed to go to in the morning. So I was like, oh, like it had pretty decent reviews. So I was like, I'll just go there. They let dogs in there in that place. The lobby reeked of dogs.
Okay.
The doors paper thin. But this hotel was probably built in the early 1900s. Like it was very old. Like the walls inside the actual hotel room were brick. Like
Okay.
um it was just an interest, the people there. I mean, I definitely rolled up on a gang of neo-Nazis, and it
Sure.
was the first time I've ever like encountered real life neo-Nazis. They didn't say anything to me. I was in my full uniform, so like I kind of got nervous. I get nervous in those situations when I'm in my uniform because you don't know how the public's going to perceive what's going on, and with the way the world is nowadays, I could be getting stabbed. I could be one of 11 in a Walmart. Um, so they didn't say anything to me. They didn't do anything to me. They were out there. They were smoking their weed. They had their little swastikas on and shit. But they had a lot of dogs. For people who, well, I guess what the statement I was about to say would have been real stupid. They had German shepherds and pit bulls. Very,
Okay.
very interesting mix of dogs. But then the next night I stayed in Big Rapids, and I stayed at a country inn, which was I think the first time I've ever stayed at a country inn. Very nice hotel. I would highly recommend staying at a country inn. So then last night, I was back in the Grand Rapids area. I needed to stay one more night. Stayed at a different country inn. Cheapest room happened to be a king suite, so I just booked the king suite. Very nice. I mean, just incredible, incredible service, incredible hotel. The only thing that I would say that they were lacking was the continental breakfast because it was just microwave bacon, weird looking eggs, and then like your other like your normal hotel variety of things, your waffles, your cereals, and shit like that. But I really enjoyed those. But let's bring it back to the negative, okay? I went to motherfucking Chipotle. I went to Chipotle on my first day back downstate, and it was the best Chipotle I'd ever had. It was, I mean, they loaded that fucking thing up, and I was like, yes. The CEO finally got through to them. You have to give out the good portions. You have to do the thing. People feel like they're getting gypped. So I go to a different Chipotle 3 or 4 nights later, and what do I get? The shittiest fucking Chipotle bowl I've ever got in my life. Half a scoop of chicken, no lettuce, no fucking sauce, no fucking sour cream. I mean, the sour cream was a fucking it was a fucking spit up. I mean, it wasn't dog shit worth of sour cream. But you know what they did load me up on? I like tomatoes, but often the bowl might as well have been like, instead of there being like rice or salad in there, they just put tomatoes. It was just so many tomatoes. So then the chicken's just ice cold. Everything's just covered in tomato. Like, and I like tomatoes. This was just not. It was not pleasant. They did. It got to me. I got on the app. I took a picture of it. I sent it in to the little app thing. They gave me a free entree for next time I go. Very disappointed. Very disappointed. So then I went to Panda Express and I got 3 orders of the teriyaki chicken and ate that. 112 grams of protein in that teriyaki chicken.
Nothing wrong with that at all. I got 2. I got 2 back to back. Nothing positive about either one of them.
Oh, okay. I already know what you're going to say.
The first one's Subway. Okay, so I DoorDash Subway. It says it's going to take 27 minutes to arrive at my house. I ordered it at 2:52 p.m. Okay. It doesn't arrive at my house until 4:15. By this point in time, the sub is so soggy and just dog shit. The cookies are hard as a rock. Not good. We'll bypass that because it's just something that annoyed me. I'm gonna just say it honestly. I'm just gonna say it blunt. I'm gonna get right to the point. McDonald's should count their days. Okay, they should count their fucking days, because if I am walking in public and somebody works at McDonald's and they have a uniform on, it's on site. Like, it's on site right then and there, point blank, period. I'm throwing fucking hands. The
When you
establishment.
when you send me the picture of what you're about to say right now, I can tell you, I think I was having a rough day that day. Like, it was one of those days, like, it was a long night. We had a lot of shit going on. Like, I was dealing with a lot of shit, being away from the family. It brightened my day to see that, because it was just like, that is the most fucked up thing in the world. And the ticket next to it literally says what you asked for. You asked for a slice of American cheese, extra mayo. What's on there? No lettuce, 2 fat ass tomatoes. I lost it.
It's beyond disrespectful on a multitude of levels. We start off with the most basic, annoying. We've talked about it multiple times on the podcast and how it's outrageous how they nickel and dime and charge you so much money to add cheese and pickles or whatever. It was like an extra $2.80 for me to get a slice of cheese and fucking extra mayo on a McChicken. Okay, that's all I ordered. I want a fucking McChicken. I'm coming home from golf that day. Didn't golf very well. I'm also pretty hungover, So yeah, if we can, I'll send it to you, will it? Or you obviously already have it. So if it's possible for you to like add it into the podcast when you do your editing so they can see it, that'll be beneficial. But see, you got the old face thing on, so it's gonna follow your face around. But yeah. I try.
The ticket right here literally reads $12.99. Yep. It says whatever Wi-Fi side number 99 McChicken, add American cheese, extra mayonnaise. I'm looking at it right now. What it is there's no lettuce on there.
No.
There's a healthy amount of mayo on there, so they got that portion right.
I don't know.
But then there's
usually they go top and bottom when I say extra.
2 fat ass tomatoes on there. I mean, 2 fucking gigantic tomatoes on there. And I don't know if you know my friend Austin Roth. He does not like the tomatoes.
There is not a food, and I mean this when I say this too. I will eat elephant shit before I fucking eat a goddamn tomato. It's just my thing. Everybody has a thing, Everybody's got a thing. I don't do tomatoes. I don't like them. I will literally vomit. Like, I cannot do a fucking tomato. I don't like them. For them to do what they did to me, and me not realize it, obviously, until I already drive home. So I'm already home. I'm in bed. I get all my food. Kids are asleep. I get like an hour where I can do my thing. I can decompress. And I opened that up. When I tell you, Willett, that I was pissed, there's not even a fucking... You know how often I will hit up a McDonald's, especially for breakfast. I refuse to go. I drive past them now and I flip them off. I'm so fucking done with fucking McDonald's. I'm telling you right now, I'm fucking boycotting them as for of all people, you to do that to me. There's 2 ways I look at this, okay? The first is how selfishly you fuck me. You fuck me out of my food, for one. And you give me out of... They could have put literally, and I mean this, any other fucking item on the menu they could have put on that McChicken, and it would have been like, well, that's weird. That's not what I ordered. You put literally the only thing in the fucking world that I fucking despise on my fucking McChicken. Then I look at it like this. Who is the sick fuck that orders a goddamn McChicken with fucking tomato? Who the fuck orders that? Who in the fucking world orders a goddamn McChicken? Give me extra mayo. And hold on a minute, because I'm not done. Let's add tomato to that. You sick fuck. That person, it's either they fucking fucked up the order so bad that they just threw something on it and the McDonald's fucked up, and that's what I'm going to hope happened, or someone is walking this world right now who on a daily or average monthly, yearly, annually, every fucking decade goes to a McDonald's and orders a McChicken, add mater. And they're not like little tomatoes. They're not diced up tomatoes. They're two massive chunks of fucking tomato. It's like they took the tomato and they cut it in half and they were like, put it on the goddamn sandwich. It's sick fuck. It's a sick. I thought like you or Logan or somebody put them up to it. Because I'm like, there's no way that this McDonald's does this to me, of all people, and that made this. I thought you guys called them and were like, hey, I'll slip you a 20 if you fuck this guy out of his entire life. It ruined my day. It's ruined me for like the last 2 weeks of fucking food now. Aggravates me.
That was, I mean, I was fucking dying when I opened that Snapchat. I mean, I was literally fucking dying.
I mean, look at that bullshit. Look at that shit.
As in, if you took that situation and that was a hamburger, I would love that. I would be like, oh my God, these are perfect. On a McChicken, 2 tomatoes. I love tomatoes. I'm the kind of guy that'll eat a tomato like an apple. I literally eat tomato sandwiches. But tomatoes on a McChicken, that just doesn't go well together, brother. You know, I guess no, actually, I have had a deluxe chicken sandwich before. I take it back. I'd probably eat it.
They're sick fucks.
I would never go out of my way to order that, though. I would never go out of my way.
You know me. Like, you know me. You know who I am when it comes to food. You know what I will not do. Like, if I order something and they accidentally put tomatoes on, like, I'm throwing it away. I can't. And here's the deal. People in the comments, if this gets to become a TikTok clip or something, if you comment, and I mean it, because I told you I'm not someone who replies to comments. I'm not someone who comments in general. I will not go to sleep until I reply to every comment that's there. If you tell me to just pick the tomatoes off, like, I hope your pillow's warm. I hope that your shirts don't fit. And I hope that someone very close to you goes through a very tragic experience, okay? Because for you to say, oh, just pick them off. Tomatoes are some of the most juicy pieces of devil in the entire fucking world. That juice goes into the bread and it's ruined.
Those were fucking fat fucking Roma tomatoes. I mean, like, I don't know. Yeah, either somebody didn't read what they were doing and they just slapped it on there.
How the fuck do you make that mistake? Where do you get tomato out of extra mayo, add cheese?
I mean, Austin, we're talking about a greater population of people who didn't finish high school. So, I mean...
And that's why I'm thinking that the McDonald's fucked up, because it's not like they handed me the wrong burger or they handed me the wrong food. Like, that ticket was taped to the fucking wrapper of the McChicken. So they got the McChicken, they put it down, they read it.
That is literally the thing that infuriates me the most about McDonald's, is like, whenever they fuck it up, there's literally a ticket that exactly says what they should be making. It is funny though, because like, I guess like I had very little fast food experience while I was gone, and I was thinking to myself, like, it really wasn't that bad. But this morning I literally went to go get us coffees from Big B, and I ordered my lieutenant, I ordered her a caramel marvel from Big B, and then the lady opens up the window and she goes, yeah, we actually accidentally made a mocha. And I just looked at her and I went, okay. And then she was like,
why, you're expecting me to take the wrong thing that I just paid for?
Yeah. And so then I like kind of looked at her and she was like, well, do you want this one for free? And I was like, yeah, I mean, I'm sure I could find somebody at the Armory that would drink it. And then she goes, yeah, I guess we'll remake the other one. And I go, yeah, I guess you will. Like,
I guess you'll do your job. Yeah, I guess that's wild. That's a wild concept. It's something that stuck with me for a while. I blacked out. I couldn't even tell you what day it happened. I blacked that day out of my memory. It was Sunday. That's what day it was.
Oh my God. I was sitting in the office, and like, we had like a conference room where we were doing all the battle tracking and stuff. And, I was sitting there and I just started laughing, and they're like, what the fuck is so funny? And I was like, I was looking at that picture like, oh man, and
the problem is I usually wouldn't open it up, but I noticed immediately that there's no cheese. So I was like, oh, so then I open it up and I see that. Because I'm telling you right now, like I didn't go back there. I didn't write a review. I didn't call them. I didn't say anything. I kept it all inside. If I bit into that and realized it after I bit into it, I would have walked to that fucking McDonald's and lost my shit. I would have been on like America's Funniest Home Videos as a male Karen, exploding, burning the fucking building down. It's outrageous what they did to me. I think it's criminal. I think somebody should be charged, to be honest with you. I really
Did you
do.
know that they only put half a piece of cheese on a
Fillet of fish?
fillet?
Yeah, because they're fucking lunatics and they don't deserve to be. I'm telling you right now, Willett, I'm boycotting the shit out of their fucking place. I don't want
I've
them.
never
I'm
had.
now officially a Taco Bell and Tim Hortons human being from this point on, and Wendy's and
I
Arby's
have
and literally anything other than that dog shit establishment.
I have never ate a fillet of fish fillet, whatever the fuck it's called.
The last time I ate one was when they had the doubles, and I ate one and got extremely sick. And you came over the next day and brought muffins and those cough drops.
Like what?
When I lived in Fenton. When I lived in Fenton, that was the last time I ate one of those. I ate a double fillet of fish, and I got violently sick. And you came over the next day, and you brought a bunch of muffins and like whatever these magical cough drop things are.
Oh yeah, those nausea cough drops.
Yeah,
Those work really fucking well.
they work great. Yeah, I felt great 2 hours later. Ate a muffin.
I feel like they only sell them at Walmart though. Is the issue?
Couldn't even
Those
tell you
things
what they
really
are.
fucking work. They really
Yeah.
work. I don't know. They do something. They settle your stomach. Like if you're having a real queasy stomach or whatever, you just eat one of those and you feel good.
Yeah, I'm putting it out there now. I'm done. You will not see me back at McDonald's. Haven't gone back since, and I probably never will.
Yeah, you probably will. It'll be that one morning. The Shamrock Shake will be back. Your fat ass will be there.
There's 2 reasons why, and it's a chamois and it's a holiday pie. Other than that, they can get fucked. I won't order food. I'll go to a Wendy's drive-through, get my food, and then go to the McDonald's get the holiday pie. But I won't order food from there ever again.
You'll be getting a McRib in a couple months, and then the McRib will fucking open the gateway. You'll be getting a sausage McGriddle, and
Nope,
you'll be
Speedway's
getting a
got
fucking.
Speedway's got a
Oh,
McRib
God.
there. It's like $2. Tells you it's got to be some high quality shit.
Well, you know,
That's pretty much
I'm
all the
glad.
rants that I have, though. I got through all the things that upset me.
Yeah, that was pretty. That was pretty funny. I'm not gonna lie.
It's not funny at all, actually. It's a tragedy.
I think we should move things to a different direction at this point. I think we should get
I'm
into our
aggravated.
TB3. We have a very good TB3 this week. This was actually your idea, so I'll give you credits. This is a pretty good TB3, and
I need to see therapy.
I'll get us started.
I'm hot. I'm like Walmart and Lapeer seeing red hot right now. To where, like, see the color of my hat? That's my insides at the moment.
I don't like
very great TB3.
I don't like that the one time I decide not to wear my not supposed to be your podcast hat, you decide to wear yours. And you're a letter. Okay, we're back to being honest. All right, I'll start us off. Very good TB3 sequels. Your idea. This is movie sequels. Take one. I'm going to start off at my bottom, number 3, and I'm going to go Jurassic Park, number 2.
Really?
You're gonna be like, man, that's weird. It's just that franchise, that original trilogy, that second movie just doesn't hit the way that 1 and 3 hits.
Fair. 3's good.
You got Vince Vaughn in it, you know, like there's definitely good parts to it, but it wasn't that great. Then you get into the later sequels, and you get that very first one with Chris Pratt, very good. Then I kind of got lost in the later years of
the
everything,
newest
and now
one's
they've got
horrible.
the rebirth. I haven't watched it. I heard it was pretty
horrible.
decent.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that, honestly. Not what I was thinking, but I don't disagree with that. Number 3 for me, the one that I think that you necessarily might disagree with. I think that a lot of the Disney people are going to come at me for this one. I think it's Disney. It might be Pixar. Is Pixar Disney? I don't know.
Yeah, they're owned by the same. Disney owns
Cars
everything.
2. Cars 2. I think that Cars 1 is in like the top 5 greatest movies of all time. It's a classic. It's like a movie that you watch as a kid and you feel it. The nostalgia's there. The second one I just thought was shit. That's like the whole spy shit. And then he's like in a different country and Mater's eating the wasabi. And it's just, I thought it was shit. I thought they took the greatest movie of all time and they desecrated all over it.
See, I think I liked 2. I think it was 3 that I didn't like. I think 3
I don't
is
like
where
3 either,
like,
but
I think 2 was
Yeah,
good, but I mean, yeah.
I disagree.
Oh, I mean, it wasn't as good as the first one. No. All right. My number 2 on the bottom is actually going to be a fourth in the series. So sequentially, it is after the first, and that would be
Okay.
Men in Black 4, bringing Chris Hemsworth and that fucking chick, and they do that dog shit film. I don't think I've ever finished it because it's just like
Yeah, I don't
I
disagree.
love the original. Like ask my mom, ask my stepfather. I love the original 3 Men in Black movies.
Mm-hmm.
Great fucking films. Like honestly,
Mm-hmm.
top 3, top 5 of my favorite movies ever. Like that little thing. You come out with
Series, yeah.
4, dog shit, dog shit.
I don't disagree.
The
Well, it
only
was such
reason
a
I
long
fucking
time too, right? Because that came out in like 2019, didn't it?
yeah.
2018, something like that. So it was a long time between them. Whenever there's that much time, it's tough to kind of to keep it going. And it was just they did a
I'm
little
sitting
too
in a
much
really
different.
horrible angle right now.
Yeah, they just did a lot different. I don't disagree with that pick at all. Number 2 for me on the bottom, comedy, stupid movie. But I have my reasons for why it's on my bottom, and that's 22 Jump Street. Okay, so 21 Jump Street,
I could
hilarious,
definitely
great
talk
movie.
about.
22 Jump Street, it's not a bad movie in the sense of like I can't watch it, it wasn't funny. My problem is I think it's the laziest attempt at a sequel in the history of the universe of making a movie. They literally took the script of the first one and they just
Mhm.
crossed out everything that was high school and they just put the word college. Everything is the exact
Mhm.
same. Sports, like the guy's on the
Well,
high school
they
team,
like
he's on the college team. Yeah,
well
they flipped
they
the
like
two. They
flip
flipped
is
the
what.
two. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's what we do. I take Dave and I take John and I flip them and then I take high school and put college. That's all that they did. The storyline of the movie
Yeah.
is literally identical. They're in trouble with the cop.
Mhm.
They go into this other division. They're in the division. They go to the school. They go to the school. This guy's popular. This guy's not popular. This guy plays sports. This guy doesn't. This guy's a geek. This guy's an athlete. This guy meets up good friends. This guy can't make any friends. This guy wants to do it forever. This guy doesn't want to. They end with it's literally identical. It was a fucking horrible remake. It was terrible. Terrible.
Yeah. It was pretty rough. Okay. My number 1 on the bottom, and this is because I despise this movie. I don't like it. I don't like the fact that they did it. I don't even know who the fuck went out there and pitched this as a good idea, and that's Space Jam 2.
With
You should
LeBron?
just let that like yeah, you just leave that movie alone. I mean, the Michael Jordan version, like, I mean, that's an icon. Like, I
Yep.
don't want my daughter to ever even see Space Jam 2. Like, that's like one
Agreed.
of those movies. I wish that movie would fall off the face of the earth the way that the Sound of the Song movie fell off yeah, the face of the earth. Like,
Yeah, I
horrible.
don't disagree. And it waited so long. And then the problem too is it's like they were making it in like 2012, right, with LeBron, but it like
Yeah,
never happened. It was like every year they kept talking about how they're doing it, they're doing it. They wait till LeBron's almost 40 years old, and it's like it wasn't good.
yeah.
I don't disagree with that either. That's a good bottom. Number 1 for me on the bottom. The first one is again top 5 movie of all time, especially if we're talking comedy, especially if we're talking golf movies. Caddyshack 2, just a fucking
I knew that
horrible.
would be on your bottom.
I honestly have never finished it. I've only got through like 45 minutes of it. It's literally
I don't
it's
know if
just
I've
Caddyshack
I don't know
1
if I've ever
without
watched.
Bill Murray. It's you've watched Caddyshack, so take Caddyshack,
Yeah, I
take
don't
the
know if I've ever
funniest
watched
main
Caddyshack 2.
character out of it. You just get rid of Bill Murray and take away all of the funny one-liners and just make a shit fucking remake to try to collect some money. I don't know what the numbers it did, but I hope it flopped. I hope it absolutely flopped because it was a dog shit film. Dog shit.
Um, I do have an honorable mention for my bottom 3 and an honorable mention for my top 3. My honorable mention for the bottom 3 was Ted 2. Ted 2, TED
Really?
2, Mark Wahlberg. The second one just like it's like one of those things. Like the first one was so good, like that one's so funny. Like Ted 2 is funny. Like that's why it's an honorable mention. That's why I didn't make it into the bottom 3. But it was like kind of how you said, like there was just a lot of like laziness to it. There was just a lot that wasn't like there was a lot of like we're just gonna throw this little sketch in here that doesn't really make sense to make it funny.
Hmm.
I
Yeah,
mean,
that's
there's a
interesting. I
lot of
love
really
Ted
funny
too.
scenes. It's not a cohesive movie in my mind.
Sure.
Like
The sperm,
I
when
don't
all
know,
the
it's
sperm
funny.
falls on him, it's funny. They're breaking into
Yeah,
Tom
but
Brady's house.
like yeah, that movie's hilarious. Like there is so many funny parts, but like the cohesion, like the way it goes
Samuel L.
together, like
Jackson. Never heard of him. Have you ever watched any movie ever? He's the black guy. I mean,
He's the
that movie's
black guy.
fucking funny,
Oh
dude.
man.
That's a funny movie. I get what you're
Yeah,
saying
that
though.
movie.
And then like the whole like they get
Yeah,
married at the end or are getting married back together, and then the second one she's just like gone. That's weird too.
yeah,
They just kind of wrote her out because they couldn't
yeah,
probably afford to fucking pay her to come back.
yeah. That little fucking dime piece. Um, yeah. So that's my honorable mention for the bottom three.
I don't hate that. Um,
Um,
number should be number 3 for me, correct? On the top, we're going
yep,
right, or do you want
yep.
to go to the top?
Yeah, number three off the top. Go ahead. I
Okay,
said my honorable mention. I'll give you your fucking turn.
you're good. I'm not gonna do the honorable mention on the bottom because I really don't agree with it now that I'm looking at it. So I'll go right to the top. I do have an honorable mention for the top, which we'll do at the end. Um, it's very hard for me to necessarily rank them, so I'm gonna rank them in how I think they were. One, a really like a good movie, and then two, a good sequel to what the first one was, a good iteration, not just the fact that it's a good movie. I could almost, not almost, I could watch any one of these three by themselves and never watch any other movie in the series, and I'd be perfectly fine and say it's a great movie. Number 3 for me, Terminator 2, Judgment Day.
Okay,
I think that to me,
definitely, definitely. Good.
maybe because of my childhood, it's like the Terminator that I watched. I watched all of them, but that was like
Hmm.
OG Arnold Schwarzenegger. You got the cop who's naked in the fucking thing doing this bullshit, and then he comes. You know what I mean? There's just a lot of the fucking when he melts his face
That
off in the lava at the end and pulls him back. There's so many. The kid in the arcade, the dirt bike. I mean, it's just. The movie's fucking great. And I think if you've never watched Terminator 1 or any of the other ones, you could watch that movie and be like, this is a great fucking movie.
I'm gonna be. If I think about Terminator movies, that's the movie I think about. Like I don't think about
Fair.
any of the other
Yep.
ones. I
I
think
agree.
about that one. Like
Yep.
I think about
Yep. I
that
agree.
beginning scene. I think
He
about
gets
all
on
of
a
that.
motorcycle,
Like
bad to the bone. Do 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 do. I mean, that's such a
yeah,
fucking that movie. I agree with you completely. Again, I watched it the most, but when I think of Terminator, that's what I think of as well.
yeah. My number three is Grown Ups 2. I love that movie. I don't know. It's just one of those goofy comedy movies. It's real easy for me to watch. It's just, it was a great little sequel. I mean, obviously we miss, uh, we miss Rob Schneider in that movie, but I mean, I like the original Grown Ups, but I definitely like the second one a lot. I don't know. You took off your headphones and then we went black.
Okay, I don't know what just happened there. My ear was bothering me. That's all I did was take my headphone off. But the that's funny because Grown Ups 2 was my honorable mention for my bottom actually.
Really? Really?
Yeah, I
You didn't
didn't
like
like it
it?
for all the reasons that people hate Happy Gilmore 2 is like why I hate that movie. I think
Really?
that the cameo
The only,
sucked,
like, the what?
and I just didn't think. I think that the cameo sucked, and I just think it was lazy.
Yeah, well, like that the ending portion of that movie isn't great. That's why it's number three. Like like that whole
Fair
like
enough.
little fight that whole little fight scene that they have. But I just think that's just good, clean fun in that movie. Like I don't know.
Right.
Like there's something the two things I like the most about the grown ups movies is it's like legitimately Adam Sandler, Kevin James, David Spade, and Rob Schneider and all of them. They're just having fun with their lives. Like
I
that is
agree.
like it might not be the most authentic version of them, but like there's a piece of each one of them in those characters, and I just like that movie because of that.
I don't disagree. I don't disagree. Um, Number 2 for me is going to be I got them listed side by side, 1 and 2. Um, I'm going to go with Top Gun Maverick.
Oh wow,
I think
wow,
that that is when I talk about we always talk about like they don't make good movies anymore. That's one of the few movies that I went and saw and I was like, holy fuck. It was
yeah,
a very good movie. Very
yeah.
good movie. Very good
I
sequel. I love how he's in the future, but they tied everything into Goose's son because he died, all that. I think it was a great fucking movie. Very
I
good.
for I forgot about that. Honestly, I forgot about that even being a sequel of a movie. That's a great number two. That's a really good number two. Um, my number two is we're going back in time a little bit with some movies, and I wrote this down with a question mark at the end because I didn't really know how to, and I just wrote Back to the Future because I was like just You know, obviously you got the first one, then you got the second one, you got the third one. The second one is my favorite, but the third one's pretty good too. So I just put the question mark there because just the sequels of that first one were just so great that I just didn't know what to do there. I love the Back to the Future
When is
films.
it that they go back to like the Western? Is that the third?
The third one is where they're back in the West.
That is good. That is good.
Yeah.
The second one's good too. That is a good series. I can respect that. I can respect that. One for me, and I had Top Gun Maverick as my number one originally, but I think that
Hmm.
this one deserves. I really do. I expect this to be. I expect this to. I don't know if this isn't your number one. This should be an honorable mention. Okay, I'm going to slowly get into it here in the hopes that you have the same one. It's a superhero movie.
Okay.
It is the old Cape Crusader.
Okay.
I'm talking Batman: The Dark Knight. I
Guess what my
think that
guess what my number one is? The Dark Knight.
yeah, I think it's in my opinion, not only is it one of the greatest superhero movies of all time, it's the
Mhm.
greatest Joker of all time. I think
Yep.
it was peak Batman in my opinion.
Yep.
Out of all of the people that played him, and Christian Bale is not necessarily my favorite, but I think he played a good Batman.
Yep.
That movie, when I think of Batman, that's where my brain goes. You give me
Yeah.
Joker in his
Well, you
prime,
got
you
to
give
remember, we were 8 years old when this movie came out, and we watched it, and we were like, "Holy fuck!" It was like a whole new version of Batman. Like it was like, "Holy shit! Look at this motherfucker just
I
go."
can't even remember like Batman Begins, like the first Christian Bale, like 2004, whatever it was. I
I mean,
can't even remember. I watched it, but I can't like remember the movie how it goes. Like I don't even know who the villain is in that one, to be honest. Is it Catwoman? Who is it? Penguin?
in the first one, no, it's
Yeah,
Liam Neeson, I believe. He's like, that's like the one where he like goes and trains with those guys. If I remember correct, that's what happens. I don't. Catwoman, I think, is in the one that has Bane. That's the third one.
yeah. I'm using the thing. Anyways, yeah, Batman 2, The Dark Knight. I mean, it's such a good
I
fuck.
gotta look up Batman Begins because I'm pretty sure that's the one that has Liam Neeson and he like goes to train to be like a ninja kind of in it.
I
It's kind
really
of
don't
weird.
remember honestly, but I think that The Dark Knight's possibly the greatest movie of all time. It's up there.
Yeah. Okay. So he gets trained by a martial artist, Henry Duncan, who is Liam Neeson,
Hmm.
and he's a member of the League of Shadows. And when it's reviewed, like basically when Bruce Wayne figures out like their true purpose, he like gets all pissed off, and then he gets his ass beat by him at some point in time, and yeah,
Yeah, great movie.
and then it just leaks into the Dark Knight Rises, or into the Dark
Yeah.
Knight, and then it's the Dark Knight Rises.
The
Um,
Dark Knight's so man, God, that OG Joker, fucking
yeah, yeah. I mean, like
so good.
I'm not. Christopher Nolan knew what he was doing with that movie. That's his director.
I'm quite a few good boys deep, so I'm having a hard time right now. Who's played the Joker?
That was Heath Ledger. He's dead.
Thank you, Roger.
Killed
Yes, I'm
himself.
aware. Yes,
Um, R.I.P. So obviously everybody knows my number one is The Dark Knight as well, but my honorable mention for the top is going to be Guardians of the Galaxy 2. Now, this list was very hard for me because I could have listed a lot of superhero movies in very different places, but Guardians of the Galaxy 2 was just, it was a great sequel. Great soundtrack, obviously. You know, it definitely had a couple little flaws in it for movies, but you know, that was just the way that Marvel was working at the time. Very good film. I like the part where like Yondu's coming down and he's like, "I'm Mary Poppins, bitch," and just just a good film.
I think that that's a very good movie. To be completely honest with you, number now my honorable mention, I should say not number, but my honorable mention was Spider-Man 2.
Which like the original with Tobey Maguire.
Yes, yes,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
OG Tobey
Now
Maguire Spider-Man 2.
yeah,
Yes.
I can tell
And
you
honestly,
that
it's more Spider-Man 3, I guess you can say, than 2. Because I like Venom. When Venom starts getting in there and stuff. Um, so yeah, actually, I'm gonna retract that. It would be Spider-Man 3 technically, but it's kind of like you're Back to the Future. It's like that whole the OG Tobey Maguire. I don't think that 1, 2, or 3 was a bad movie. I think that they're all fucking
no,
great.
no, those were all good films. Um, Now, like I like Tom Holland as the Spider-Man, and I like him in like the new Marvel universe and stuff like that. And I really like No Way Home or whatever the last one was. Um, like I like the way they tied everything in with the multiverse and all that shit. But I can tell you what, The one that's before that one where they're like in Europe or whatever, Tom Holland's in Europe, that is a dog shit film. I watched it the other night
Imagine if they
in a
did the
hotel.
fucking like the Avengers movies and shit, but with fucking Toby.
Oh,
How much better they would be though. And
yeah.
like the OG Spider-Man suit and shit.
Mhm.
Like, ugh.
Yeah.
It's almost like the movies look more real. Like the suit was like real. Like, cause now it's just like so CGI'd
Oh
that
yeah,
it's
I mean,
like,
yeah, yeah. It was all the spandex and stuff like that. I mean, it's cool, but Marvel's just not like what it was when we were kids. Like I watched like not the original Incredible Hulk, but like the second one, the one that came out when you and I were younger, and that's just a good Hulk movie. Like I don't know how else to explain it. It's just
I
good.
don't disagree.
You go
Yeah.
like like I would do almost anything to go back and get the thrill of watching the original Iron Man movie again.
Mhm.
Like watching, oh man, oh, I was just a kid,
Iron Man's a great little trilogy too. 1, 2, and 3. I
Yeah,
hated 3 actually, but I like the other 2.
you don't like 3? That's where he blows all the suits up and shit.
I think it's outrageous. I think it's outrageous because it's like the first 2, especially the first one, it's like his suit is indestructible and like nothing
Mhm.
happens to it. And then it's like the third one, he's got 50 of these suits and they all just break immediately. Like they all break down.
I
He's
think
so
you need
much
to
more
go back.
fragile.
I think you need to go back and rewatch it now.
I've rewatched them all within the last 3 months.
Well, so in the first one he builds that first
I
one that
know
he
he's
like
in the cave. Yeah, he's
yeah,
in the cave.
and that
Out of the
one's
cave,
that one
does it.
sucks. So then he
Yeah.
gets so the thing about Tony Stark, and this is like one of those like long going things. Like if you ever notice,
You
like
mean
every
Doctor
time,
Doom?
yeah, well, but everything that if you notice everything he does, his suit always improves on something that happened
Yeah, I
previously,
get that. He
and like
freezes in space, he gets the whatever thing. I grasp
yeah,
all that. I do. But like
like that
you
happens
maybe
in the
you need
first.
to rewatch the third one. Because in the third one, even when like he's wearing his suits, like he's fighting fucking the captain or whatever of the Air Force, and like somehow his suit beats the living shit of his suit and is like he hits him with like a fucking a metal plate, a weight in the weight room, and it literally like busts his arm off of his
Yeah,
suit.
because
I'm like,
Tony's it's not the suit, it's because Tony's so fucked up. He's got the
well,
nanomites
maybe
that
Tony
are
shouldn't
coming
be
up.
a bitch made ass pussy then. You ever thought about that?
Yeah, Tony is kind of a bitch made ass pussy. I don't know.
He's
I
Dr.
stuck my toe. It hurts a lot. I just bumped it again. It hurts really, really bad.
I want you to know that my iPad has been on 1% for going on the last 5 minutes right now of this
Okay.
podcast.
Well, we're at 107 anyways. We finished it off with a pretty good TB3. This wasn't a super energetic podcast, but it was definitely a good one. Good comeback. Hey, like, share, subscribe, comment. We'll see you guys back here next week. Uh, Goodbye from me. Any
Goodbye for
closing
me.
remarks? Okay. Adios.
Like, comment, like,